Good evening. I'm Steve Provis, and I am extremely proud to say that I am the principal of Lincoln Way Central. On behalf of the Board of Education, administration, and staff, I would like to welcome you to the commencement ceremony for the class of 2013. Please stand and join us in the singing of our national anthem, led by seniors Rebecca Coucher, Dana Gilbertson, Hannah Nilsson, Joshua Steffens, and Colin Youthy. Gentlemen, please remove your caps.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. As I take this last opportunity to address the class of 2013, I would like to personally congratulate each and every one of you and wish you happiness as you pursue another chapter in your lives. It seems like only yesterday you began your high school career at Lincoln Way. 4 years ago was my first year as principal and your first year as high school students. I challenged all of you on your first day of school with the question of, what would be your legacy? It is no mistake that academically at Lincoln Way Central High School, we rank in the top 8.2% in the state of Illinois. We are 55th out of 668 schools in the state. Thank you for a job well done. After 4 years together, it is clear we share a common bond. I can confidently say that this graduating class shares the same pride as I do. That is what defines us as Knights. Thank you for being the leaders for this high school. It is my hope that you will always view Lincoln Way Central as your home. Tonight, we honor our seniors, but not only our seniors, but also you, the parents. I'm sure as soon as you saw your son or daughter enter tonight's ceremony, you had a chance to reflect on the past 17, 18 years. How quickly that time went by. I have enjoyed working with your sons and daughters this year and have had the honor of watching them grow into mature, confident young adults. To our many parents and guests here tonight, this evening is a milestone for every family. Tonight is the culmination of 4 years of academic intensity. It is with pride that our teachers have chosen to honor their students and your children by forming the Faculty Honor Line as our graduates proceeded to their seats this evening. Additionally, we are recognizing our top 15 academic scholars by awarding them their diplomas first. Now here's where I need your help. We appreciate in advance your effort to provide our graduates with a dignified ceremony. Each and every member of this graduating class has worked hard during their time at Lincoln Way Central, and they deserve our attention and respectful presence, and to have families and friends be able to hear their names called. Please, no air horns, shout-outs, or catcalls. These kids and you parents deserve a respectful ceremony. When we're all finished, we have something that we would like to share. That'll be the time that we're going to get really loud in here. On behalf of Lincoln Way Central High School, thank you for being with us. And as you have heard all 4 years, we are Central, we are the Knights. Tonight's processional was led by the class of 2013 Valedictorian and Salutatorian. The Lincoln Way Central Salutatorian is Kelly Fleckenstein from New Lenox with a grade point average of 5.491. Kelly has been involved in marching nights, softball, pep band, winter guard, National Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta, Pi Sigma Pi, and Tri-M. Kelly is an AP Scholar with Honors, Illinois State Scholar, PSAE All-Star, and a commended student in the 2013 National Merit Scholarship Program. Next fall, Kelly will attend University of Notre Dame, majoring in history or pre-law. Mr. and Mrs. Fleckenstein, please stand to be recognized. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2013 Salutatorian, Kelly Fleckenstein. The Lincoln Way Central Valedictorian is Daniela Jakovich from New Lenox with a grade point average of 5.538. She has been involved in water polo, swimming, mathletes, National Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta, and as a captain has led our water polo team to a second place finish in the state of Illinois. Daniela is an Illinois State Scholar and PSAE All-Star. Next fall, Daniela will attend Stanford University, majoring in bioengineering. Mr. and Mrs. Jakovich, please stand to be recognized. Ladies and gentlemen, the highest ranking student in the class of 2013, your valedictorian, Daniela Jakovich.
4 years ago, on our first day here at Lincoln Way Central, we all gathered together in this same field house for the first time as the Lincoln Way Central family. On that day, our very own principal, Dr. Provis, asked each and every one of us a question. What will your legacy be? What will you leave here at Central? I contemplated his question, and on that same day, I walked through the all-purpose room for the first time, and I saw the picture of every valedictorian and salutatorian on the wall. At that moment, I knew that I wanted to leave this school with my picture on the wall, and I did everything in my power to make that my legacy. I hope that each of you were able to achieve the goals that you set out to accomplish during your time here at Central, whether those goals were academic, athletic, or social. And while I hope you were able to leave your legacy here at Central, I am standing here today before you more concerned about the next 4 years and the many years that follow that. I'm here to ask, what do you want to be remembered for in life? Because this day marks the beginning of reality, the beginning of the rest of your life. I wish for you to use my example as proof that hard work pays off. I can promise you that things worth having don't come easily. They come to people who work for them. Lincoln Way Central has given us the opportunity to grow and mature in an atmosphere aimed toward success. The teachers, administrators, and faculty all have our best interests in mind, and I know that they are all proud to have helped us on to the next stage in our lives. Central has prepared us, and now it is up to each of us to decide what to do with the knowledge we have acquired during our time here. Many people have said that the next years will be the best of our lives, so do not waste them. The opportunities that will be offered to most of us in the next few years will present us with the chance to visit new places, meet interesting people, and experience new prospects. I hope that each of you will cherish this opportunity for all that it is worth and make the most of it. Your success will be based upon how much work you put into achieving your goals, so do not leave any regrets. Work hard for your accomplishments and enjoy the opportunities that will present themselves because of it. As we prepare to dive headfirst into new waters, it is hard to say goodbye to the school that we have made our home and to the classmates that we have made our family. But I promise it will be worth it. Great things lie ahead for each and every one of us. As a wise man once said, this is not the end. This is not even the beginning of the end, but it is perhaps the end of the beginning. Winston Churchill. Enjoy yourselves, class of 2013. Congratulations on a great accomplishment. Each of us has truly deserved it.
Good evening. It has been a true pleasure this year serving as your class sponsor. This position gives me the opportunity to work closely with the class officers you elected. Tonight I can attest that they have been great leaders and have served you well. At this time, I'd like to introduce them to you. Class Treasurer, Drew Reyes. Class Secretary, Rebecca Coucher. Class Vice President, Matt Schneider. And the Class President, Katrina Cimaroli. We met throughout the year, and they acted as advocates for your class in a variety of ways. We started in the summer designing your t-shirts and hoodies so many of you purchased in the fall, and we used this money raised from this to purchase your class gift. So thank you for being such a great part of a wonderful legacy. Your generosity also set the initial funding for the inaugural year of the Dr. Provost Knight Pride Scholarship. This year's gift, a stained glass window, features an image of a knight gloriously pulling a sword from a stone, and is flanked by two other stained glass windows with panels that read, "Knight Pride begins here." We're very excited that you'll always remember that Knight Pride does begin here, but we hope you understand that it does not end here. So take that pride with you every step of your next journey. This year's class president has been a leader of her class academically by being a member of Mu Alpha Theta, FBLA, FCCLA, and the National Honor Society. Socially, she was a member of the Student Council for 4 years and a Link Crew leader. As an athlete, she played girls volleyball for 4 years, and this night just went to state in badminton for her senior year. This fall, she will head to Indiana State University and major in business. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome your 2013 Senior Class President, Miss Katrina Cimaroli.
Congratulations, class of 2013. In the words of Al Woods, we did it. It has been a life-altering experience, but we are finally graduating, the event we have anticipated since freshman year. However, now that it is here, I'm sure many of you will agree, we don't want it to end. Lincoln Way Central has given us an experience of a lifetime. The spectacular pep assemblies, the passionate crowds at sporting events, and of course, everyone's favorite, tailgating before football games are all memories we will cherish. The school spirit here at Lincoln Way Central has made our high school experience an unforgettable one. When we were freshmen, our social lives consisted of trying to fit in at school, worrying about changing in the locker room during the swimming unit, and possibly sneaking into paranormal activity and not being able to sleep for days. Then came sophomore year when we thought we were way cooler than the freshmen, making up dances to Alma B, going to see Toy Story 3, and spending many Friday nights playing Call of Duty Black Ops, or as the gamers call it, COD. Junior year, the more serious year, snuck up on us. Our lives then involved preparing for the ACT, looking at potential colleges, and quoting lines from our new favorite movie, Bridesmaids. And then all of a sudden, it is senior year and our high school career is coming to an end. As our final year ends, we are mixed with emotions. Our new concerns were who our roommate will be next year, who we are going to prom with, and trying to maintain good grades when your senioritis is rapidly taking over. Throughout high school, we have developed into who we are today and also learned many valuable lessons that will help us throughout our lives. When we were younger, they asked us what we wanted to be when we grew up. At age 5, I responded Hermione from Harry Potter. At age 10, I responded a little more wisely, a teacher. Now they ask us what we want to be when we grow up, and who knows? This is the time to make mistakes, change your mind, and change it again because nothing is permanent. So make as many mistakes as you can. That way, when they ask us what we want to be when we grow up, we don't have to guess, we'll know. This is the time where we find ourselves and discover our place in the world. As we travel our separate ways and begin new chapters in our lives, no matter where our journey takes us, we should always remember, once a night, always a night. And our night pride and memories of Lincoln Way Central will stay with us wherever we go. Thank you, Dr. Provost, for instilling pride within us for our school and for what we have achieved within the walls here at Lincoln Way Central. Thank you to everyone, faculty, staff, coaches, and parents, everyone who made our high school career unforgettable. And to the class of 2013, I sincerely congratulate you and wish each and every one of you success wherever life leads you. Do not forget all the lessons you have learned here at Lincoln Way Central. Without further ado, I leave you with this famous saying, make it a great life or not, the choice is yours. Thank you.
Well, good evening. It is my honor to extend the congratulations of the Board of Education to the Lincoln Way Central graduating class of 2013. And I'm pleased to be able to join Dr. Wiley, Dr. Provost, members of the faculty and staff, your parents, friends, and honored guests in celebrating your accomplishments today. Whenever I walk through the entrance to the field house here at Lincoln Way Central, my eyes are drawn to the plaque at that entrance which was donated by the class of 2012. And it reads, "Welcome to Lincoln Way Central, where students and athletes gather to unleash their potential." What a powerful statement, and what a wonderful thing it says about this school's spirit and what you have achieved. As Dr. Provost pointed out, your class has clearly had its share of successes in the classroom, on the athletic fields, and the water polo pool, on standardized achievement tests, and in extracurricular activities too numerous to mention. So be proud of the great potential you've unleashed. When thinking about what words of wisdom I might share with you this evening, I found myself recalling a sermon on graduations delivered by my pastor a couple of years ago. In this sermon, Father Jim pointed out that the Latin root of the word for graduation, which I won't pronounce, I studied French in high school, means step, and that thinking about graduations as an important step on life's ladder is a useful metaphor. That's an idea that has continued to resonate with me. Today, you take big steps on the ladders of your lives. You are completing your high school education, something that you've worked at for 4 years. Your next steps may vary, going to college, entering the workforce or the military, beginning technical school, but each of you will take a next step as you leave Lincoln Way Central and unleash your potential. Those next steps that each of you will take are important, and everyone at Lincoln Way Central has done their best to prepare you to be successful at them as they've worked with you to maximize your academic and social growth. But as important as those steps are, making sure that you're headed in the right direction is even more important. Sometimes it's too easy for us to focus on the individual steps. We let all the distractions of day-to-day living occupy our every waking moment. We focus on the immediate short-term objectives without regard to whether they're helping us get closer to the goals. Or as Father Jim put it, and I paraphrase, it's less important where you are on the ladder than whether your ladder is leaning against the right wall. So this evening, my hope for each of you is that you will take this break afforded by your progress on this next step to think about where you want your ladders to take you. Are you climbing the right wall? If so, great. If not, now is your chance to shift your ladder in the right direction, because it's the ladder that you climb that will determine the potential that you will unleash. Where will your ladders take you? Only you can determine that. But in everything that you do, every action you take, every decision you make, I encourage you to keep one thing in mind: unleash your potential. If you believe in and adhere to that principle, I have every confidence that you will continue to build and enhance the great legacy that you have begun at Lincoln Way Central. We look forward to hearing of your continued accomplishments and to proudly claiming you as Lincoln Way Central alumni. It is important and appropriate that we celebrate your achievements here tonight. And so on behalf of the Board of Education, I would again like to congratulate each of you graduates on all of your accomplishments and wish you every success in the future. We are proud of what you have achieved and look forward to what is yet to come as you unleash your potential. Thank you.
It is with great pleasure and pride that I have the opportunity to be a part of the commencement exercises tonight for the fine Lincoln Way Central class of 2013. On behalf of the Board of Education, the administration, the faculty and staff, we bring our sincere congratulations to each of you. A special evening of this type would not be possible without the efforts of our outstanding Lincoln Way Central faculty. We have with us tonight a large group of faculty members wishing to show how they feel about this senior class by choosing to participate in this program. All faculty members that you see tonight wearing red and black tassels are doing so as an indication that they are graduates of Lincoln Way High School. To many of you seniors, a tremendous impact has been made on your life by the experiences you've shared with many of the faculty members on this stage. When you walk across this platform tonight to receive your diploma, these teachers will have fond memories for you as well. I will not read off each of our faculty members' names, but it is with great pride that I can ask them to stand and be recognized, not only for the outstanding job they do, but for being a part of a profession that is a key that unlocks the future of our world. At this time, will the Lincoln Way faculty present here this evening please rise and let's show them the appreciation they so richly deserve. Stand up, guys. Parents, how proud you must feel tonight, and deservedly so. I'm sure as you watched your son and daughter walk in this evening, you had a tear in your eye as you think back over the years. Oh, where have those years gone? To you fine-looking young men and women seated before me, I urge you to continue to grow. Life is a challenge. Each of you in your own way has contributed to the excellent accomplishments accumulated by your class these past 4 years. You are much better prepared than most 2013 high school graduates for that first big step into the world outside of Lincoln Way Central High School. Savor these precious moments tonight, because in all likelihood it will be the last time the entire class of 2013 will assemble as a total group. As you move on, I know you will continue to be as outstanding as you've been here at Lincoln Way. You can make your future years whatever you want to make them. You're all in charge of your own destiny. It is the hope of everyone here tonight that your pathway may be straight and true, and that your destination may be filled with happiness and alive with promise. On behalf of all of us here this evening, we wish you the happiness of a long, healthy, productive life, the respect of your fellow human beings, and the love of your family. Dr. Johnson, President of the Board of Education, members of the Board of Education, Dr. Provost has notified me that these young men and women have successfully completed the requirements necessary for graduation from Lincoln Way Central High School and now qualify to be recipients of the high school diploma. I certify that all requirements have been met, and I now present the class of 2013.
Daniela Erkman Jakovich. Kelly Elizabeth Fleckenstein. Christina Maria Alvarado. Michael Paul Tabala. Stephen David Beck. Taylor Lillian Martin. Hannah Corinne Gorecki. Matthew James McColajak. Nicholas Paul Fazzini. Taylor Alexis Sabatini. Philip Michael Hooglin. Megan Rose Forrest. Margaret Lee Plescoda. William Tyler Munch. Lucas Nathan Jones. Jason Ryan Abbott. Felicia Monique Accardo. Jason Michael Alfrank. Brett Alpo. Paige Elise Annalino. Jamie Carissa Ashton. Anthony Martin Estorga. Gabrielle Rose Atkinson. Cassandra Louise Auld. Emily Ann Baker. Blake Daniel Balaja. Nicholas Gerald Ballantyne. Paul Daniel Barkowski. Megan Elizabeth Berry. Grant Martin Bartell. Catherine Lucetta Bartucci. Alyssa Renee Bass. Brianna Marie Bassett. Natasha Marie Bateman. Mary Kate Bridget Bauer. Nicholas James Bechtold. Patrick David Beamsterbor. Andrew Richard Bell. Nicole Marie Bell. Rachel Louise Bell. Brett Paul Bino. Haley Brooke Berezin. Deanna Marie Bersano. Nicholas Bingham Bertucci. Andrew John Bettridge. Alexander Blackowitz. Wyatt Francis Blatty. Samuel David Beckman. Gabrielle Charlotte Barima. Bryant Patrick Bolden. Nathan Thomas Bosco. Austin Michael Boma. Anthony Robert Bowers. Kimberly Jean Brandt. Grace Ellen Brazali. Colin Joseph Brown. Courtney Ann Brown. Kyle Jarrett Brown. Nicole Taylor Buggart. Miranda Lee Bullock. Cody Edwin Burns. Connor Ian Burton. Meredith Rose Byer. Nicholas John Cambria. Michael David Correa. Caitlin Elizabeth Carley. Alec James Carlstrom. Caitlin Marie Carlton. Kyle Leslie Carpenter. Joseph Cody Carroll. Brandon Carter. Nicole Catherine Sitwinski. Bradley James Chamberlain. Brian Matthew Cherry. Nicole Anna Chop. Katrina Emily Cimaroli. Elijah John Cercioni. Jeffrey Thomas Claffey, Jr. Nicole Ann Clancy. Christopher James Clark. Matthew Sean Clark. Keziah Ann Cobden. Morgan Rose Comet. Andrea Faith Concaldi. Caitlin Marie Conley. Anthony David Conti. Patricia Oriel Corbin. Rebecca Ann Corbin. Rebecca Lynn Coucher. Amanda Christine Cernich. Benjamin Jeffrey Crowfoot. Alexi Ray Crowhurst. Lana Marie Dos Santos Crump. Jonathan Cruz. Nicholas Paul Del Polo. Matthew James Danauer. Olivia Miriam Doxis. Nathan Warner Daum. Paige Ann Dalparis. Samantha Rose Davidson. Brianne Elizabeth Davis. Autumn Emily Deacon. Elizabeth Ashley DiCarlo. Alexander Jacob De Leon. Paige Mackenzie Dubel. Alyssa Lynn Dietz. Brendan George Ditchman. Daniel Patrick Doherty. Brenna Michelle Dome. Gabrielle Elise Dosiantos. Amanda Catherine Dolan.
Emily Morgan Dugan. John Duran. Kayla Grace Doran. Melissa Joyce Dory. James William Dowd. Julia Nicole Downs. Christopher D. Dubenick. Ronald William Dunlap. Justin Anthony Dernovich. Robert James Dyer. Timothy Patrick Dyer. Tyler Joseph Easton. Thomas Andrew Eisenbrandt. Amanda Mae Openlander Elliott. Alexis Ann Engelgau. Tyler Joseph Earhart. Brandy Nicole Erickson. Jordan R. Lee Esparza. Andrew Michael Fabianski. Alyssa Rose Fasciana. Daniel John Farina. Daniel Stephen Farley. Gracie Joe Ferreter. Brittany Nicole Filifusi. Shannon Kathleen Fitzgerald. Victoria Elizabeth Flowers. Carolyn Warning Fogelton. Samantha Lynn Ford. Taylor Lou Foytek. Cassandra Hazel Mitchell Frame. Sarah Elizabeth Freeman. Ryan John Fremgen. Michael James Frickenstein. Stephen Jacob Galley. Shannon Marie Galligan. Maria Garcia Lopez. Jacob Floyd Gardner. Armand Joseph Gasparo. Nicholas Ryan Gioso. Aniela Christina Garris Kalisiak, Dana Joe Gilbertson, Timothy James Gillooly, Brian Edward Glidewell, Jacob Tyler Gamazel, Brian Jeffrey Goss, Chloe Rayanne Graybill, Stephen Cody Grill, Ryan Stephen Gromnicki, Matthew Joseph Gulick, Ashley Nicole Hacker, Jessica Margaret Hackman, James Francis Haley Jr., Jack Philip Hallecky, Kelsey Lee Hannigan, Kylie Marie Harmon, Rael Lynn Harmon, Christopher Derek Harris, Alexander Michael Hartung, Danielle Frances Hathaway, Jamie Lynn Habenreiser, Logan Clark Hauricio, Alexis Marie Hebel, Anthony Vincent Hernandez, Grace Marie Hilgenbrink, Courtney Megan Hines, Damon Sloan Halad, John Joseph Holland, Marissa Nicole Hollums, Jessica Ann Hooper, Zachary Michael Host, Austin Joseph Hyatt, Gerard Francis Igo, Nicholas Bradley James, Abigail Ann Jamrose, Catherine Marie Jandeska, Nicholas John Jandeska, Caitlin Jacqueline Januszewski, Megan Taylor Jewett, Kyle Lee Johnston, Brittany Leanne Jones, Ashley Nicole Jordan, Matthew Stephen Kaser,
Nicole Anna Chop,
Ryan Joseph Kane, Allison Lucille Coletta, Colin Patrick Kalmus, Abigail Christine Kearns, Michael Robert Keating, Sarah Morgan Kelly, Grace Lucille Keltner, John Francis Kemp, Molly Rose Kennefick, Cody Andrew Kepner, Colin Joseph Kepner, Dominique Kessler, Megan Dorothy Killinger, Kaylee Jean Kilmartin, Zachary Tyler King, Brian Timothy Kinney, Zoe Jang Huju Claren, Joseph Tyler Klon, Logan Braddock Klein, Bradley J. Klukas, Nigel Thomas Knowlton, Hannah Renee Cole, Cody David Kohler, Ryan Dylan Coiter, Austin Stephen Corbell, Nicholas Edward Kolokowski, Christine Marie Kozak. Michael John Kraus. Michelle Marie Kriegshauser. Heather Renee Crone. Alexis Ann Krolak. Nolan Robert Kujala. Marissa Hope Culhan. Madison K. Lambert. Alvin Brian Nelson Landaverdi Kwan. Lana Nicole Lashober. Nathan M. Leclerc. Matthew William Leibovitz. Allison Lindsay Lehman. Brock Michael Salyer Lashawn. McKinley James Lesky. Richard Anthony Lewis. Andrew David Lindy. Jared Timothy Lively. Zachary Robert Livesay. Alyssa Nicole Lovato. Cassandra Luna. Joseph Kyle Lyman. Abigail Margaret Lyons. Tyler Justin Mackey. Brandon Joseph Madsen. Timothy Michael Malone. Dominic Louis Manzella. Evan John Marquardt. Kevin Scott Martin. Sarah Ann Martin. Jordan Leanne Masick. Tyler Douglas Matulis. Brian Edward Mayer Jr. Alexander Sean McCormick. Lindsay Winter McDonald. Sean Julius McDonald. Lucas Devin McDonald. Madison Melissa McGowan. Andrew Bernard McLaughlin. Megan Rose McLean. Quentin Leroyce McNeil. John M. Medvid Jr. Joshua William Mielicki. Jason Alexander Michaelopoulos. Gina Middleton. Robert Joseph McKennis. John Kyle Miller. Patrick Thomas Miller. Jessica Nicole Millsaps. Rachel Nicole Miner. Allison Marie Minetti. Justin Edward Miziora. Cynthia Joanne Mitchell. Selena R. Musio. Marissa Jeanette Moody. Allison Elizabeth Moore. Connor William Moriarty.
Noah A. Morris. Eric Frank Motel. Megan Elizabeth Mueller. Jacob Alexander Muellershon. Madeline Paige Murphy. Elizabeth Mary Murray. Timothy Henry Nagel. Corey Michael Naw. Matthew John Nawa. Kirsten Bethany Nelson. Jeff Robert Newcomb. Ashley Nicole Newton. Hannah Rose Nielsen. Sean A. Norton, Jr. Elizabeth Marie O'Connor. Nicholas Michael O'Donohue. Devin Ann O'Neill. Amber Ray Ohlendorf. Lillian Orozco. Tipacorn Osithai. Austin Thomas Overby. Alina Marie Pacheco. Devin Thomas Pafford. Evan Julian Panfill. Kendall Bay Papausic. Christopher Thomas Paradiso. Adam Pranger Parker. Matthew David Penns. Amanda Lynn Peterson. Justin Edward Peterson. Michael Joseph Patrizzo. Drew Matthew Petro. Ryan Thomas Phelan. Caitlin Irene Phillips. Joseph Lawrence Pirowski. Michaela Marie Pecors. Nathan Lawrence Pinicki. Kelly Christine Podgorny. Abigail Marie Nancy Price. Kelly Jean Price. Alyssa Lauren Przbilski. Aaron Martin Puckhaber. Kaylee E. Raditz. Ashley Ann Radushewitz. Thomas Roman Rafferty. Jeffrey William Randich. Jordan Lynn Rawl. Alexandria Kathleen Reich. Brandon Timothy Reith. Drew Mario Reyes. Jeremy Andrew Richardson. Brent Patrick Rinchuso. Marissa Ann Ritter. John Joseph Rizza. Hunter Lee Roberts. Marissa Elizabeth Robson. Brina Ann Rohrbacher. Ashley Michelle Rose. Drew Aaron Rosewicki. Zachary Christopher Ruckel. Lauren Grace Rui. Gina Maria Saletta. Daniel Patrick Saluski. Marissa Rose Sansoni. Michael William Sasser. Grant Stewart Sauter. Gregory George Neil Shear. Taylor Joe Schisler. John Michael Schlegel. Matthew Ryan Schneider. Tyler John Schneider. Stephanie Marie Schrader. Autumn Lee Schultz. Jessica Christine Scurry. Allison Maurice Schwab. Taylor Jeanette Sellers. David Patrick Satani. Joseph Warren Seaforth. Hannah Lee Shackleton. Kathleen Elizabeth Sharkey. Caitlin Marie Shellhammer. Ellen Bailey Shepard. Caitlin Michelle Sidek. Kirsten Renee Sisinski.
Salvatore Sabatino Sierra. Sarah Jane Sinchek. Elizabeth Rose Sittinger. Chantel Marina Skinner. Alexander William Smith. Brian Christopher Smith. Christopher Lee Smith. Emma Carolyn Smith. Kyle Andrew Smolo. Jacob David Subkowiak. Haley Christine Solom. Joseph Matthew Somerville. Tyler Ashton Spangler. Patrick Aaron Spiroff. Andrew Peter Spacia. Tori Ann Spetz. Julie Mackenzie Spees. Brittany Lynn Spindler. Jake Michael St. Louis. Gabriella Grace Stacy. Zachary Robert Stacy. Jacob John Steffens. Joshua Ewald Steffens. Madison Ray Stevens. Alexandria Emma Stickle. James Patrick Stilson. Madeline Josephine Stonis. Jordan Frank Suggs. Jennifer Lynn Sullivan. Joel Andrew Swanberg. Jordan Nicole Schweitzer. Jessica Jean Tanura. Damon James Tater. Alexandria Joelle Teichmiller. Andrew W. Tempinski. Haley Ross Thompson. Kayleen Susan Tinney. Madeline Kate Torkelson. Kara Jean Trudeau. Joseph Rocco Tucci. Joshua Thomas Turovets. Brittany Elizabeth Tyner. Veronica Claudia Ufnau. Colin Jack Youthy. Andrew Douglas Vanderschaff. Jacob Andrew Vandervelde, Diana Villagomez, Grant Alexander Vinkovich, Justin David Visek, Matthew Robert Wagstaff, Anna Bernadine Walsh, Nathaniel David Ward, Kevin Patrick Ward, Jr., Adam Craig Wardinsky, Troy Robert Watland, Kayla Elizabeth Weber, Justin James Weigel, Zachary Scott Westerman, Haley Ann Wayforth, Devin May Wheeler, Austin Thomas Whitesell, Brian Scott Wildman, Jeremy James Williams, Joseph Michael Williams, Jeremy Robert Wilson, Joshua Martin Wilson, Megan Ann Wilson, Patrick Ryan Wingfield, Anthony Paul Worth, Melanie Nicole Wolf, Caitlin Elizabeth Wolf, Kevin Daniel Wood, Taylor Worrell, Stephen Blake Wright, Colin Michael Yenrich, Anna Stacia Youngkitis, James Robert Yost, Sarah Ann Zoller, Armando Zambrano, Jonathan M. Zader, Jessica K. Zeman, Caitlin Marie Zoller, Charles Jack Zaritis, Jessica Nicole Zurowitz, Allison Nicole Clark Zarowski.
At this time, will all Lincoln Way alumni please stand and sing the alma mater, which is found at the back of your program.
Lincoln Way, ever true, let us pledge our hearts to you. Loyalty our motto be, brave and true our varsity. Alma mater, hear us, we sing our praise to thee.
Congratulations to the Lincoln Way Central class of 2013. Seniors, one more time. Let's sing your fight song.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Lincoln Way, we're all behind you. March right down that field. Loyal to our sons and daughters. We will never yield. Live and right and fight to lead us. To honor day by day. We will pledge a true allegiance to the Knights of Lincoln Way. Lincoln Way Central,
Congratulations.